Let's look at some sequence and series of episode 5 of 12. So, given an equation, a sequence like this 2, 4, 8, and 16, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 81p, 27p, 9p, 3p. So, determine the ratio of the geometric sequence and write it and the next two terms. So, to do this, we start by saying this is term 1, term 2, term 3. So starting with the first numbers 2, 4, 8, 16. So we have 2, 4, 8, 16. This is the number of term number 1, term number 2, term number 3, term number 4. So we have this term. So they have told us it's a geometric sequence for the to find the terms for the geometric sequence. So term number 2 over term number 1. So which term number 2? Term number 2 is 4 over 2. So it's 2. Proving this one, 3 over term number 2. So term number 3 is 8. So you write 8 here over 4. So you have 2. And then now you know the equation. So this is what we are given. So we have to use this equation to find the other next two terms. So let's start it. So using the equation, what is A? A is the first term. So we have something like Tn equals to A R n minus 1. So we have something like term number 1, it's A, which is what? Term number 1, it's 2. And then term number 1 is 2. So our R is 2, the value of R. So term number 1, we are looking for term number 5 because term number 5 so we put term number 1, which is 2. The value of R is 2, and then the value of n is 5 minus 1. And then we say 2 raised to 5 using calculator. Two raised to 5 and it's 32. It's 32. This is 2 raised to 5 is 32. So it's not 2 raised to 5, 2 raised to 4. It's 2 raised to 4. It's 16. is 16 to raise to 4, and then we move to multiply by 5, multiply by 2. When you multiply it by 2, you have 32. So this is the answer that we have. It's raised to 4 here, then 2 times this is 16, 2 times this is 32. So term number 5 is 32. And let's say the next two terms, so term number 6. A r n minus 1. So a is 2, then r is 2 as well, and then n is 6 minus 1. This is 5. So we have already calculated term 2. See here, it's 2 raised to 5 is 32. So multiplying 32 by a 2, and 2 times 32, 64. So we have 64. So this is how you do question 1 and number 1 here. So they say determine the ratio. We found the ratio. This is how you find. It's a term number 2. This is term number 2. Term number 2, you put 4 here. Term number 1, this is term number 1, put 2. 4 divided by 2, it's 2. Term number 3, it's 8, put 8 here. Term number 2, it's 4, you put 4, and then you get your value of r. So these are the values of r. So here you are proving that it's really the r is value of 2. So because the second one have confirmed that it's correct, so we will use r as 2 because we were looking for r for the first question. Here is r, and then the next question said you have to find the write down the next two terms. So to write the next two terms, you use this equation, and this given equation is one. This equation to find the next two terms, and then when you start your a, it's